What's up? This is View from Legacy Comic Series, and this is Chill on the Green Box. On today's show, we got Nemraps from Nerdout, also the winner of the Metro Boomin BBL Drizzy contest. He won that, Also, he also won the Guinness World Record of watching the Infinity Wars over 100 times in theaters too. So he's on the show today talking about that, plus gaming and being on YouTube and whatnot. So log in, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and enjoy.
What's up? This is Chill in the Green Box with Specks, Thompson, and View. And we got another Nerdcore rapper with us today. We got Nemraps with us. What's going on, man?
What's going on with you?
For people who are not aware of what you do and who you are, give them a little brief introduction.
My name is Nem. I go by Nemraps online. I'm also the co-owner of Nerdout Music with over 3.3 million subscribers. My own personal channel, we do Try Not to Laugh reaction videos, which has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. I do a lot of just content creation here and there. I've been known as the guy who watched Infinity War in the movie theater 103 times. I have the Guinness World Record for that one. I've been known as the guy who did the BBL Drizzy doctor. So I'm known for that. I'm just, every time I go out, somebody's like, you're this, you're that. It's like it's always something different. So
That's cool. That's cool. We can dive deep into all that later on. But I don't know where you're from, but are you familiar with the electrical green boxes that's in front of neighborhoods?
yeah.
Okay. Did you used to chill on them back in the day? Or currently?
Yeah. Me and the cousins, just chilling on the green boxes. Wasn't the safest thing, but that's what we had the conversations.
Okay. So like this show's basically that same concept, chilling in a green box, just talking and having fun.
Okay.
I've been on plenty of podcasts or listen to podcasts or even watch podcasts that people go on there for like 2 hours and talk about whatever they got going on. But people never know anything about them or why to support them and what they got going on. So I developed my show to learn more about the creator. So give people a reason why to support you.
That sounds cool, man. I'm with it. I'm with it.
All right. So I got 4 different segments based around that same concept. My first segment is called Breaking It Down. Because when you chill in that green box, you broke things down, you brought ideas, concepts, and other things down. So I can break your brain down with some expert questions so people know more about you.
Okay.
All right. So the first question, you're talking about movie theaters. What's your best movie experience?
My best movie experience. This is probably going to date me, but I saw Terminator 2 in the drive-in movie theater. And when I saw the liquid guy, T-1000, going through the bars, I was baffled by that. And it kind of like blew my mind.
Dang.
But we also didn't pay for that ticket either. We hid in the trunk.
That's funny. I wasn't expecting you to say Terminator 2. Pretty sure that's in the 80s. Yeah, my first Terminator movie was Terminator 3. I
don't even remember that one, man. I don't think anybody even seen that one. Hold on, wait. Is Terminator 2 80s? Hold on, you trying to make me look old? Hold up a second.
I don't remember it coming out in theaters in my lifetime, so maybe
Terminator 2 91. Dad blasted.
Well, see, I'm born '91, so anything prior to is '80s.
Have you seen Terminator 2 though?
Yeah, I've seen all of them. Well,
okay,
not really. Okay. I never seen Salvation.
I just seen the first one, the second one, and then whatever one just recently came out, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Oh man, the reboot was cool. I guess that's Genesis.
That's the one I seen.
I mean, it was cool, but they got another one. When you say recently, they got another one that he had T-1000. He having a daughter, and that was a recent one. I didn't see that one either.
I ain't seen that one. I ain't seen that
one. Yeah, I seen 1 through 3. I didn't see Salvation. Salvation is the one with John Connor's in the future or present day, or however they want to play it now.
Whichever one has Christian Bale is the one I seen.
That's probably one I didn't see.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
That's
Spoiler
right.
alert.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Was he playing John Connor or
I think he was playing John Connor. Yeah.
or the daddy?
I think he was playing John from the future.
Oh yeah, never seen that one. Okay.
We could both be just sitting here rambling and wrong, but
What about
that's just what I think it is.
What about TV show? You watch that?
There's a Terminator TV show.
Well, there was. It was called the Sarah Chronicles. Chronicles.
Nah, never even heard of it.
Oh, what? So that came out. See, I date myself, but I already told you when I was born. But it came out the early 2000s or late early 2000s. It was on Fox. It was like the time in between Terminator 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, never messed with it. But that was my greatest movie experience, just seeing that movie in the trunk of a car.
So since you was in the trunk, it had to be like an SUV.
No, it wasn't. See,
so how?
Okay, so let me explain this. So the car is facing the screen.
Yeah.
Our trunk had a like a thing that you could push down in the back seat, so you could see through the trunk, through the back seat. So that's how I was watching the movie, through the trunk. I was in the trunk, looking through the back seat, looking up at the movie.
That's real tunnel vision. Real life tunnel vision.
Hey, look, when you ain't got no money, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, so somebody has some money. They get up in there. So in a fight, who wins, Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny?
I think Bugs Bunny has done like some diabolical. I don't remember seeing Mickey Mouse doing anything out of this world extraordinary. I think Bugs Bunny is the guy that's always like coming back to life and stretching his body out. I don't think Mickey Mouse ain't on that. He ain't about that life.
I don't know, man.
Mouse ain't got it.
That means you ain't played Kingdom Hearts.
What he doing Kingdom Hearts?
He broken?
I don't know. I ain't never played that game.
You never played any of them?
My son plays it. Look, I'm old, bro.
Well,
I don't play.
The first couple came out while you was in video game age, you know.
I mean, I still play video games, but I ain't playing a video game about Goofy, Donald Duck, and Mickey Mouse. It was after my time.
See, it sold me when it first came out. It was heavily Final Fantasy influence, and then once they started making money, they was like, yeah, we're gonna like push y'all to the side. So like the first two games had like Sephiroth, Cloud, the Final Fantasy X characters, stuff like that. Sid, the guy who always had the ship.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't. My son played it. I was watching him playing it, and I just saw this big goofy, like little dude with big feet running around with a key for a sword, and I was like, this ain't for me. I'm gonna keep it moving.
If you play Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
So the
Final Fantasy 7.
Which one?
There's more than one? I don't know. The one that came out on PlayStation.
I mean, they all on PlayStation.
Final Fantasy 7.
So there's an old one, back on PS1. Then they recently rebooted it.
PlayStation. Did you not hear what I said?
Yeah, they rebooted
the one that came out on PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, they recently rebooted it. They rebooted.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess you call it a complete overhaul because it's the 3D, the new age stuff. But yeah, they rebooted it.
No, I played the first one that came out on the first PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the epic one. What, 3 discs? We had 4 discs, 3 discs.
Mm-hmm, 3 discs.
Yeah.
I still got it actually. Matter of fact, it's downstairs in my game room.
Now you might be able to pay for your son college with it.
No, it ain't. My whole collection. I have half of all the PlayStation 2 collections games, and it only comes up to like $20,000, and that's all the games. So,
dang, it's kind of heartbreaking, ain't it?
Right.
All right.
No, I'll take it.
Yeah. Since you are a artist, what's one of the things that you put in your writer when you do shows? Like you one thing you gotta have.
What? Repeat the question.
Since you're a rapper,
Mhm.
artist, what's one thing you put in your writer or your contract that you one thing you gotta have when you have your show?
Oh, I don't.
You don't put anything.
This ain't that, bro. This ain't
I
that.
yeah, I
Look,
know.
invite. Hey, if you're out there, if you're a promoter, invite me. I will come. I
Okay,
will perform. I don't
so,
care if there's blue M&Ms in the room. I don't care if there's yellow Skittles. Give
also,
me, throw me some Red Bull, and we good to go.
so when you do get to that level,
Yeah,
what would you
I
put?
don't know. I'm not. Nah, nothing. I just like some energy. So throw me an energy drink in there, and we good to go. I'm not. I I'm not one of those guys that has to have certain things in the green room or whatever. I mean, just give me a space where I can perform, and I'm good to go.
um, I was a DJ. I did some stuff like the craziest. Well, not craziest thing, but I was on the tour with Live Nation with 21 Savage, Lil Uzi, and YF and Lucci. And when you find out that Lil Uzi was a Lil Uzi or 21 Savage, they was on like some vegan type stuff. So the venue always had to go out the way to have them food for them because they didn't eat meat. I think it was Uzi. I think it was Lil Uzi. So I was with YF and Lucci. We get the wings and the sandwiches and all that. Easy stuff.
Right.
But they had the vegan options or like just some special kind of meals. I'm like, man, he's supposed to work hard.
I don't know. I guess times have changed because back in the day, I used to open up for a lot of artists: Nas, KRS One, Cypress Hill. And whenever they was in the green room, they wasn't really like demanding anything, or they didn't have any like special requests. They would just go back there, smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and get on stage. That was it, man. I mean, there was drinks and stuff. There's beer and liquor, but I don't think there was anything specific that they had to have. So I guess times have changed.
I gotta do research on it, but I want to blame BMF about it, but but I think it was a Atlanta thing actually, or just that era. I know for sure Bootsy, you can give him. Well, he probably still do it. Like if you give him a certain things, he'll come down his price on his show price. So maybe that's what the culture became like. Oh well, instead of giving me $20,000, give me 2 Cirocs and a tray of wings, and I drop it down to 10, something like. I think that's I don't know. I never really questioned it because I just automatically seen it, but I think that's what's the thing. Like well, if you don't got the money, we'll give us other things. Bootsy definitely said before he went to jail, that long extended period, that he was like getting drugs and all kind of stuff. He was trying to do so many shows impossible before he went in. So he was like, yeah, give me a bale of weed or whatever. I'll do it. Yeah. But that's my 3 questions for you for that segment. My next segment is called the back issues. In comics, if you want to know about a character backstory, you read their back issues or their origin. So in this segment, we're going to read your back issues, find out more about your origin. Okay. And with that being said, where are you from and what do you call your hood?
I am from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm actually on the outskirts. I'm in the suburbs now because I got a little bit of money. I've been here for about 20. Well, actually, I've been here for 24 years. I've been here longer than any other place I've ever been. Both of my parents being in the military, we moved from city to city, country to country. Kansas, North Carolina, Germany, just different things. So I've actually lived here longer than any other place I've ever lived. So I would guess this would be my hood.
So did you you say I guess I don't remember what you said you from or you lived there, but are you from there? You moved back or just the longest period you call home?
I've been here for the last 24 years. Okay. I went to UNC Charlotte, graduated in 2005. Moved here from Eastern North Carolina. Before that, I was in Kansas. Before that, we was in Germany, Japan, just all kinds of places. And but yeah, I've been here the longest.
Oh, okay. So what made you stay being an adult?
Well, I got married, and I met my wife here at UNC Charlotte, so we just decided to make a life here, and we've been here ever since.
Okay. Um, um, so music wise, what got you into music? What artist or song got you like in a certain genre or doing music?
That's a long one. How long we got?
I mean,
all right. So, as far as rap is concerned, I've always liked music, but it's because my dad used to be a DJ. But as far as rap is concerned, when I first heard Wild Wild West by Kool Moe Dee, okay, it was a music video. I consider that to be like the Nerdcore song because he's literally he's dressed up as a cowboy and he's rapping as a cowboy. So I figured that's like a Nerdcore song. At that time, I had no idea what Nerdcore was. Obviously, I was like a child, but that really got me into like, hey, look, people are making music videos and stuff, and they're rapping. And then after that, it was Regulators by Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Okay.
That really got me into writing stuff. And then in the late 90s, I really started getting serious about my rap career. And I started listening to people like Cannabis. I started listening to people like DMX, Chino XL, rest in peace, by the way. Cool. Now I'm going to mess his name up. Cool G Rap, KRS-One, and then Eminem. I'm going to be real with you. Once I heard Eminem rapping, I was like, you can rap about this stuff? Oh, we in here. I'm going full force with it. So I was in a bunch of rap groups. I would always do open mics. I would always push my demo out to people. I was selling my CDs out of the back of the trunk. Went to college. I was still making music. All 5 years.
I get it. You was a red shirt. You was a red shirt 1 year. It's good. You was a red shirt 1 year.
Yeah. And I actually told myself, I was like, if I'm not signed to a major label by that time I'm 25, I'm just going to not do music. And I did get signed to a major label. It was Interscope Records. I was 23 at the time. And we put our CD, we gave them our CD, and they actually just shelved the project. They gave us an advance. I think they were just trying to take advantage of us. So I didn't spend any of the money, gave all the money back. The guy that I was in the group with, he kind of didn't do that.
There's always one.
Right. So I gave all the money back, and I was just like, look, I'm just gonna be a family man. So I was a family man for like 10 years, got out of the corporate world, found YouTube, and now we're doing what we're doing.
Cool. We dive more in that later on. Comics. Growing up, did you read any comics or watch any comic-related TV shows?
Yes, I did. When I was growing up, my uncle and my dad was heavily into comic books. I want to say either Tuesday or Wednesday. This is when I was in Kansas. We would go to the comic book shop and I would grab something. I got big into Marvel. I never really hit DC like that. I'm still into Marvel. Back in the day, what did I read? I did read the Infinity Gauntlet series, so that's why I really like that movie. A lot of New Warriors, X-Force, X-Men, anything with X in front of it, I was on it. I read a lot of Todd McFarlane stuff too when he went over to Image Comics, so Savage Dragon, Spawn, things like that. As far as TV shows, I was watching X-Men, I was watching Spider-Man, I was watching Batman, I was watching all of those critically acclaimed shows.
So Savage Dragon just haven't hit me. I just I have interviewed a couple Image writers around that same era, artists, I guess, and they bring up Eric Larson and Savage Dragon. I'd never seen the appeal, but apparently there's an appeal with it. So, did you like that book?
I mean, I was a kid, so
I was a kid. I was a kid too, but I didn't read
it. As a kid, I read like 5 of the issues, and I still have those issues. By the way, they're in my attic. I just like the way the character looked. I like the grittiness of it and how he was just like a green dragon. Like it was mysterious.
Okay.
And he was kicking ass. So yeah, I like that. I like that book.
Did you watch the show too?
I did not. I didn't watch the show.
Okay.
Wildcats is another one that I watched. The show, and I read, and after watching the show, I went and read the comic books.
Okay.
Another one that I have still in the attic. I got a lot of comics in the attic.
I mean, that's a good thing, you know. That means you hold on to things. Good commitment.
Actually, behind this green screen is a mess. It's like toys, freaking comic books, all kinds of collectibles and stuff. I actually got to like go in here and start cleaning up a little bit because it's kind of bad. It's real bad, actually.
You think you might end up on them shows?
Nah. No, I'm not. Actually, hold on. I mean, it is kind of horrorish back there. I need to. No, it's as long as I can organize it. I'm good. I can organize it. I just gotta get some more shelving.
So you can trick the system, man. You can just buy a storage room, put them all in there. Don't pay it for a month. Then you on Storage Wars, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bid for your own stuff. You know, just drive it up a little bit. Since you know your dad was in comics, whatever. So I assume that you find out that you're a nerd too. Mm-hmm. So when did you find that out?
I found that I was a nerd back way in 6th grade. I mean, I've always been a nerd. I love comics. I love video games. My dad always had the latest video game. We had the first Atari. You want me to stop or you want me to keep going?
I say we chilled. I mean, they ain't come from me. You know, I guess that's my neighbors.
Hold on, wait. You might want to look out the window.
Yeah. Hey, we go viral for that, right?
No, he's always had the latest video game. We had the first Atari, we had the first Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all the way up until I left for college. We was the first people in our city to have the Sega Saturn.
Oh yeah,
it was sick. We had all the games that they had put out at the time, and people would come to our house from neighborhoods away just to play it. It was cool, man. It was cool. So yeah, shout out to Dad. Always coming out with the latest stuff. He's a tech nerd. So that's why I got into my love for video games. I still play video games to this day. I have my own game streaming channel where I'm still trying to play through Elden Ring right now.
Dang. Yeah, I hope you don't mind me asking. Your dad still around?
Yeah. He's
still a tech nerd?
Not anymore. He don't play games no more. He stopped playing games when he turned 60, which I wish he would have told me that because I bought him a PlayStation 5.
You're like, what is this?
And I went there like a year later, and it was just kind of like collecting dust. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and just take this back if you don't mind. I'm going to give it to somebody else. I got him an Oculus Quest. He ain't played with that. We played one time virtual poker, and that was it. And I'm like, bro, you should have told me that you wasn't a gamer no more before I bought all this damn stuff. But anyway.
Mm-hmm. Just by you saying that, I think my dad was probably doing the same thing. But he stopped playing games. I say PS2. Mm-hmm. And we had the Sega Genesis, then Super Nintendo. Some reason I remember Sega Saturn, but I don't know why I remember that. Then N64, and he was real heavy in like Medal of Honor and Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. But I think when SoCal Navy SEALs came out, he tried to play that and it just kicked his ass. I think he just fell off game. Yeah, it was too I guess too realistic, too much. You know,
I don't think I'm ever going to stop being a gamer because I'm really heavy into playing video games, like a lot. My dad wasn't like he would get the stuff, he would play it, but he wasn't like heavy into it. But I am constantly playing either a video game, a mobile game, thinking about playing a game. I don't know. I got a bad brain for games.
I was a pretty heavy gamer. I'm pretty sure I still say I can game pretty hard, but I got 4 or 5 year olds that keep me from playing the game as much. But like I call that a nerd gap, and I tell my guests I should trademark that because I say it so much in my shows, but that's a time period that, you was doing nerdy stuff and you stopped. Then you came back to it later on. I call it the nerd gap. But if I never experienced my nerd gap, I'm pretty sure I would have been like one of them pioneers on YouTube or date myself probably in MySpace playing the games, streaming, playing the games on MySpace. I played them so much. And then, like, during my gap, that's when the streaming and the clips and stuff on the games got popular. So, I missed out on that wave.
Well, no gap for me.
Yeah.
I had kids and everything. I was still killing it, boy.
See, my gap happened probably midway through high school, then, of course, through college. I just fell back a little bit, like stuff I missed, like I seen the original Naruto, but Naruto shooting, I didn't watch none of that. Clone Wars, I missed that show. Young Justice, all the Assassin's Creeds, I missed playing all them.
The first two were classics.
Yeah, like they was talking about it in school, like everybody was like Assassin's Creed, and try to stab people in the back,
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know what they was talking about. Well, I knew what they were talking about, but I never played the games.
Right.
It's so much stuff I missed. I probably got back gaming hard with Marvel's Capcom 3. I got that. I won the tournament. First day it came out at GameStop,
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because I played all the rest of them, so I knew the the format.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got in trouble with one guy because the button combo format was just like the Wii version. Capcom versus whatever that TSA, whatever it was.
SNK?
No, it was like Gotcha Man and G-Force characters. It was on the Wii. It's some kind of Japanese anime.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. I didn't play that one. But I know what is it Taito? It's not Taito, is it?
If you say something, I can agree with it because I can't say it.
I think I know what you're talking about. As soon as you said G-Force characters, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They had a fighting game.
So I guess the format was just like that, X, square, triangle, O to do the combo. And I didn't know that. So I'm playing the same combos from Marvel's Capcom 2, trying to put them in. And the guy gave me a little bit of trouble. But I ended up, getting them with Sentinel, same, wall combos. But, yeah, man, that's the end of that segment. We're going to go on to the meat of the show. I call it the hotkeys. Comics, it's when a new writer, new artist get on a book, or buttons on a turntable or a keyboard that producer presses to turn everybody up. So that's why I call it the meat of the show, because the highlights what you do. Starting back up, how long you been rapping, or I guess professionally doing music?
Okay, so professionally, that's the key word right there. I've been professionally making music that has been widely accessible to people across the world since 2013. But I've been rapping since 98.
Okay.
98, yeah.
Same topics? Or no?
No. I started doing Nerdcore in 2013. I just went full force into just rapping about comic books, video games, and anime characters back in 2013. That's what I enjoy. That's what I like to rap about. I used to rap about having money when I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And it felt fake. I mean, I still was spitting bars though, but it didn't feel right. But now that I have found topics that I could actually write music about, I feel more of a creative freedom. I feel more of that people can relate to the music that I'm making, and that's why I continue to do it to this day. It's been 11 years, almost 12 years.
What triggered you to go that route? Like, what was like, hey, this works?
Right. So back in 2010-ish, I was working corporate job, and one of the people that I hired, when I say corporate, I was a manager of a pizza place, but it was a corporate pizza place.
Hey man,
I still had to go to the weekly meetings. I still had to dress up in a suit, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. But it was definitely corporate. But anyway, one of the people that I hired, he went on to do YouTube. Shout out to Cosdev. Dude put me on. He went on to do YouTube. He showed me how successful he was. He ended up quitting. And I, like 3 years later, said, I wonder what that guy's doing. Turns out he's got like 1 million subscribers. And I was like, wait a minute. What? Last time I saw you, you had 50,000 subscribers. What is this? So he put me on. He knew that I made music. So I would make a couple of music videos and I gave it to him, and he would put me on his channel, and that's how I started like gaining followers on my personal channel. Now, for the nerdcore portion of it, I was just making just regular music. The nerdcore portion of it, there's this local guy here in Charlotte. Well, he's in Kannapolis. His name is Michael Kill. Shout out Michael Kill. He does nerdcore. He's been doing nerdcore stuff, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever thought about rapping as Sonic? I got this Mario track that maybe if you dissed Mario as Sonic, that would be something." And I said, all right, I'll give it a go. And I did the diss as Sonic rapping against Mario, and I put it up online, and people loved it. Like back in the day, not nowadays you go viral as like multi-millions, but back in the day, thousands. That was viral back in the day. So it kind of went viral back in the day. And I was like, whoa, people actually like me rapping about Sonic. That's kind of insane. Mm-hmm. So we did some local shows. I was rapping about video games, and I just said, I really enjoy this. So I just continued to do it.
Okay. I interviewed Mega Ran as well. You brought up Sonic. Mm-hmm. So I asked him the same question. Did you listen to Charles Hamilton?
No, I don't know who that is.
What? That is wild. I mean, that explains why he fell off, but that is wild.
Charles Hamilton.
And then when you say you got signed?
Well, I got signed back in 2004. That was way back in the day.
So yeah, you were his predecessor then, because he got signed to Interscope as well. So
okay.
I don't. I mean, he. I mean, just for you rap my Sonic, that was his whole thing. He rapped about being I don't know, was it Pink Sonic or Super Sonic a lot, but his claim to fame, he was on a freshman list with Asher Roth, B.O.B. Who was the other guy? I want to say Kid Cudi.
Okay.
He beefed with Soulja Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during his time. His hit song, his main one that was on the radio was called Brooklyn Girls, but he had a whole bunch like nerdcore stuff, like talking about Sonic and other stuff. It's wild. Like
I don't know, I've never heard of this guy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. What you say his name was?
Charles Hamilton.
I'm gonna have to look him up later.
I was on him heavy in high school, like hard, but just y'all being in the genre, I would think that y'all familiar with him, but y'all have no idea, which is odd, especially for you being a Sonic guy.
I never heard of him.
But yeah, so yeah, 2013. You start. Now you have 1 million plus subscribers, correct? Well, your group, the group does, right?
In 2015, we rebooted our Nerdout brand because we got hacked the first time. When we got all the way up to 50,000 subscribers, we got hacked. We had to start over.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run it back. Okay. We saying we. Oh, so you was by yourself. How'd you get a group?
Okay. All right. So, I still personally don't have 1 million subscribers. I have 500K.
It's more than most.
I look, the views is all I care about. People coming in and watching it. I don't really care about the subscribers no more. And apparently YouTube doesn't care about subscribers either, but that's another story.
Yeah.
2013, I started doing this. Actually 2014, I started doing it full time. 2013, I was still working. 2014, I quit my job and started doing YouTube full time. I was making music, but I was also doing like commentary videos, and I would also do this thing where I would rap about stuff going on in pop culture, and I called that Week of the Geek. So basically, I was a news reporter, but I would do it in a rap formation.
Okay.
So everything was rhyming. So I did that for about a year. People was liking that. I was just doing all kinds of stuff on my personal channel, and then I met another guy. His name is Jack. He saw that I was making nerdcore music, but I didn't really have a whole lot of music videos. I was just putting songs out. So he suggested that, hey, look, if I make the videos for YouTube and you make the songs, we should form a group and make another channel, and we did, and we called it Nerdout Music. We did it. Our first songs, like 6 or 7 songs on our channel. We got all the way up to like 50,000 subscribers in 3 months. We got hacked, and then we started over again in 2015. And I want to say by 2017 we got 1 million subscribers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't beef with our ratings or nothing to get hacked. What y'all?
I won't say how we got hacked, but let's just say that the guy that I was in business with was a very young person.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't really know the ins and the outs of like passwords and stuff like that.
Oh, password 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you say you're not like that with your shows. You just want to get booked, but having that many subscribers as a group is a lot. People don't have that. So how was the journey to get to that point?
So we just filled a gap that needed to be filled. Mm-hmm. People wanted to hear music about their favorite video game, about their favorite video game character, about their favorite comic book character. People were actually searching for that stuff back in the day. Like, I wonder what would happen if, Call of Duty characters rapped against each other, like if it was a cipher. So we did that. We would get content creators from all over YouTube, and we would I would write their verses, and then they would voice it, and then we would put it out, and it'd be like, oh my gosh, these big humongous YouTubers are rapping as Call of Duty characters, and they're battling each other. Oh yeah, this is gonna go viral. And we went viral a couple of times. Like, I'd say from 2016 to 2020, each one of our videos was getting 2-3 million plus views. Just because of the subject matter. But now you have a whole lot of other nerdcore artists, and I'm not saying that it's saturated, but there's more variety. Back in the day, there wasn't that many people doing it. It was like maybe 5 or 6 of us doing it on YouTube. So they had to come to us. And I'm actually glad that there's more people, because there's a wider net being cast for more fans to come in and see what people are doing. And I think it's awesome. But yeah, we saw a need and we filled it. And it's something that we enjoy doing. So it worked out. I love rapping about different characters from different TV shows or comic books or video games. I love rapping about the franchises. I love making music about this stuff. It's an amazing thing to do.
Yeah. You say a lot more people doing it, but doing this show, I'm trying to find more, to fit the niche of my show. So I found you, found Mega Rain and whatnot, and I guess around the time you was blowing up, that's when I'm aware of the genre or the name Nerdcore. Maybe because of y'all doing them videos. I think it was like the same time frame as the EDM stuff with everybody doing EDM songs. I don't know if you remember that. The same time frame, then to me, it kind of just vanished to me until basically, I guess, TikTok. Everybody do little videos, pretending to be Goku versus, Master Chief or whoever, or somebody get on, 21 Savage beat and rap about, the PS5. I see like I guess emergence on TikTok from it. I don't know. You just access to it or what, but I see a bigger emergence. Like, did it go away or it just always around, just more people doing it now?
I wouldn't say it went away. I just think that, well, I wouldn't say it went away at all, actually. It's gotten more popular over the years. Now, the anime side of it has gotten way more popular than the video game side of it. Nowadays. I say in the last 3 or 4 years, everybody is embracing anime, which I'm glad they are. I'm not a big anime guy, but I do watch anime. I'm glad that, because back in high school when I was watching anime, I was a weirdo. I was a freak, a geek, and an idiot. I wasn't a black guy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you watch anime, oh, you you weird. Now, if you don't watch anime, you weird. It's just like it's a total 180. It's kind of cool actually. Just this weekend they had DreamCon. Did you go to DreamCon?
Oh no, I'm not that popular. But no, I missed that. I missed. Yeah, I missed that. Well, I'm a comic book creator, so I want to go as sell my books. But
okay.
I definitely missed out. But seeing how it compared to San Diego Con really surprised me because I see the pictures and everybody posted up. I like people generally going to that over San Diego Con because of the anime stuff and I guess because the black stuff as well. But it looks like it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
It's getting bigger and bigger. I hope to go next year. It's just with the crossover between DreamCon being right after Nerdcore PartyCon, I just don't have the energy.
Talking about the one in Tennessee?
No, the one that was in Raleigh just this past weekend, or 2 weekends ago. Oh,
it was a nerd con that was I want to say in Tennessee somewhere. It was like a week prior. It was like had the neon type logo, the 80s type logo.
You know what it's called? I don't know.
NerdCon? BlurCon. That's what it is.
BlurCon. Oh, is that in Tennessee? I thought it was in DC.
Don't let me lie to you.
yeah, I thought that was in DC. The one I'm talking about, Nerdcore PartyCon, is the Nerdcore musical artists coming together and putting on the concert.
Oh, okay. I think that's where I found you from. You posting about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But explain that. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so basically it's just not all, a majority of the YouTube faction of Nerdcore, because there's different factions apparently.
Okay.
I didn't know that there was different factions, but anyway, the YouTube faction of Nerdcore, we get together every year and we throw a concert. This year we did sell out to 1,400 people. I want to say it was over 20 artists that performed in a 2-day event, and it was cool. It was very cool. And then the following day we had a meet and greet, and we was just getting down and dirty with the fans. Next year we'll be doing it in Dallas, and we hope to sell. Well, not hope to sell. I'm pretty sure we are going to sell out. It's going to be 4,000 people. And every year we do it. I think we've been doing it since 2019. The first year we did it was only 100 people. Okay. And we was just as happy there as we are now with 1,400 people, 4,000 people, and we hope to make sure that it grows every single year. Great artists on the bill. You got Daddy Fat Snaps, you got Nerdout. We had the Living Tombstone this year. If you're not familiar with the Living Tombstone, they are huge, so huge in fact that they have products in Walmarts across the country.
Wow.
They are probably one of the, if not the biggest nerdcore artist on the bill, and they really rock the house. JT Music, Rocket Music, just a whole lot of artists coming together. Megaran was there, Game Boy Jones, coming together and just making music for the fans, and we had a great time. We hope to continue to do this every single year.
Oh, so like a Coachella or something like that.
Exactly, it's the Nerdcore Coachella. I'm gonna tell them that. Yeah, I'm like, look, y'all need to build this as the Nerdcore Coachella.
Well, I don't know if you're a Breakfast Club fan. I don't think you can say anything Chella at the end because they will sue you because they sued DJ Envy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his car show was called Carchella. Okay. So, second year, third year into it, they sued him for the name. They say they were still he was still in their likeness. So he changed it to something else. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. It triggered my memory because on radio I heard they were advertising a Southern Coachella with I can't think of the name of it. The Southern Soul music. Mm-hmm. So they doing their own thing, and I was like, well, y'all get ready to get sued pretty soon. So we talked about comics earlier, Infinity Wars. So how'd you end up getting 103 viewings?
All right. So, like I was saying earlier, I read the comic book when I was younger. I've always been a humongous Thanos fan. I'm still a humongous Thanos fan, by the way. Thanos did nothing wrong. But so I'm watching a movie, Russo brothers, amazing direction. The writers did an amazing job. Just an amazing movie all the way around. You could see the action. It wasn't shaky cam. The fights, the graphics, everything was perfect. So I'm sitting in the theater. I'm like, okay, so how are they going to win? Because he's just killed half of the Avengers. This is already almost at the end of the movie. What's about to happen? And then this fool sits down in his hut and exhales, and then they roll the credits. And I was like, oh my God. They actually let this dude win. This is the movie? Oh no, I got to see this again. So I walked out of the theater, bought another ticket, said bye to my family, and was like, I'll see y'all when I get home. Bought another ticket, went back inside and watched it again. I went home that night and I was like, bro, I got to see this movie again. I had never now I have watched movies back to back before, but I had never had I was never compelled as much as I was to watch this movie as any time before. So I went the next day and bought another ticket. And then after the third viewing, I was sitting in the lobby and I was like, I wonder if anybody's ever done this before. Like just watching movies in the theater back to back to back. So I went home, searched it up, and there was no record. So the next day I contacted Guinness on the phone and I was like, hey, look, I think I'm going to try this record. Y'all don't have this record on file. I'm going to go watch this movie a lot. Like I'm thinking in my mind like 20, 30 times. It was like, all right, cool. Yeah, that we could do that. We want you to hit a high number though. We want you to hit 100. And I was like, what you mean 100? Like I can't. There's not 100 days in the summer. Like what are you talking about? The movie will be out of the theater before I finish. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's make it an odd number. Make it 101. I was like, oh, okay, now y'all, y'all just asking for
since you called.
Oh my God. So I went back home, did the calculations. I was like, look, if I watch this movie twice every day, 6 days a week, I could probably do it. But then I was like, some days I'm going to have to watch it 3 times. And this is a 2 hour and maybe 40-minute movie.
Yeah, it's a long movie. Yeah, it's pretty long.
And now some of the stuff that they want you to do is you have to sit through the entire credits all the way to the end scene. So you can't just walk out of the credits. You have to watch the entire movie from beginning to end.
How do you log it?
So what they do is they say, all right, when you go into the theater, take a booklet, take this, because they gave me some stuff to print out. Mm-hmm. Take this page, have a theater attendant sign the top, and when you walk out, have another theater attendant sign the bottom with the times and the ticket stubs posted right next to it. And I was like, man, this seems like a lot, but all right, cool. I did that. I mean, I did that a lot while I was in Charlotte, but the problem was I was booked for 2 shows, one in Texas and one somewhere else. I couldn't remember. So I had before and after the show, I had to go and watch the movie. I had to go and watch the movie before and after the shows so I can keep on track. Now, when I got back to Charlotte, I was at like 85 or something like that. And the movie was about to be taken out of theaters in like a week. And I said, I was talking to the general manager of one of the stores of one of the movie theaters. And I was like, hey, look, I'm trying to do this, this record. I need you to just play it more, play it more often. And he was very gracious enough to play it for another 3 weeks. So, just for me, just because I asked.
Well, you paying for it, so you might as well.
Right, yeah. But sometimes I was the only person in the theater. So he was definitely losing money on that. I think he was just, trying to be nice, also trying to help me out. And also it was probably going to be like a publicity thing for his theater. So, shout out to that guy. I can't remember his name, but shout out to him.
Was it A? I was about to say, was it A? Mm-hmm. Oh, so you also not only you the sole reason, we got Robert Downey back. You're also the reason that the stock went up on AMC too.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take whatever you want. Whatever y'all want to say. But before that, on viewing number 42, I was uploading my tickets and me standing in front of the poster every day on Twitter. Mm-hmm. That made its rounds. I went viral on Twitter for that. I had my own Twitter moment, everything. The Russo brothers, who are the directors of the film, reached out to me and was like, hey, we see that you're doing this. This is great. We want to invite you to the reshoots that we're doing for Endgame next year. Boy. When I tell you, I saw that DM, I checked to see if it was the real people. When I tell you I saw that DM, bro, I ain't never jumped around a room and screamed. Because I'm a big Marvel fan, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to be on the set of the newest, biggest movie of all time, insane. So that went viral. IMAX reached out to me and was like, hey, we see what you're doing at AMC. We want you to watch these movies in IMAX. So they sent me 50 tickets free to watch the movie in IMAX version.
Oh, that's how you save money. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what I did was, instead of me taking those tickets, I did reach out to some of my 50 of my subscribers, and we went and watched Ant-Man and the Wasp when that came out for free on IMAX. So shout out to IMAX for those 50 free tickets. So I used that for that. Had a great time too, meeting the subscribers and hanging out. That was awesome. But then I just continued to buy tickets for Infinity War until I hit 103 and got the Guinness World Record like a month later. They spelled my name wrong, so I had to get another one.
Of course, right?
Yeah. But yeah, and then the following year we went to the Endgame reshoots. They allowed me to bring my family down. It was me and my kids, my wife, my mom and dad, and my brother and his wife, and my sister-in-law and her husband. It was a bunch of us. So we had to split off in two groups. So my group, we met War Machine, was in Don Cheadle. Mm-hmm. We met Mark Ruffalo. We met the costume designer of the entire thing. I can't remember her name, but I did go to one of her exhibits in Detroit recently. And then we met the directors. The other group, they met Chris Evans and somebody else, Scarlett Johansson. But my kids was in that group. And I don't know if you remember the part of the movie where in the beginning, he's like, let's go get that son of a bitch. So apparently they had to reshoot that line like 50 times.
It didn't roll the tongue that good, huh?
Right. But my kids being like 7, 5 at the time, they had the headphones on, listening to him say, let's go get that son of a bitch over and over again. So they were just like, can we take these off? I don't want to hear that bad word anymore. I was like, take it off.
Beat it in their head. Yeah.
The one day that we come and he's redoing that line over and over again. I thought that was funny.
I don't think he's Van Wilder, right? National Lampoon.
No,
Chris
okay,
Evans.
so you're talking about Ryan Reynolds. I'm talking about Chris Evans, Captain America.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out. He should be able to say that word. Wait, yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Evans. But it was fun though. And then when the premiere came, when the actual movie was being released, they flew us out to Hollywood, and we went to the actual movie premiere and just rubbed shoulders with everybody in the movie. I'm talking about Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, just everybody. We was just talking to them, just having a good old time, having a ball, drinking, it was an amazing time. It was cool.
That's dope.
All from just watching the movie over and over again. It was just stupid.
Yeah, you technically paid your way.
Yeah.
That's good. So the first 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, you enjoyed the movie, you excited, you was happy about it. So you getting about number 71.
Yeah.
How'd you sit through it?
Hey, by 103, I was still entertained. Just to throw that out there, I was very entertained. It's weird. If anybody ever does anything close to this kind of repetition daily, it's weird because I know when the music is going to swell. I know exactly what someone is going to say. I notice little like things like, for example, in the movie, Chadwick Boseman has the Black Panther suit on, and you know that it's an adamantium suit. But if you look closely, there's a little thread coming out right here on his shoulder. And I'm just like, I notice that every time now. And that sucks because every time that part comes up, I see that damn thread.
Well, the screen was so big and you watched it so many times.
It's just weird because I every time I went and saw the movie, I grabbed some popcorn and a drink. So now every time I watch the movie at home, mentally, I can taste and smell the popcorn and the drink every time I watch the movie or hear the music. It's so weird. It was one time I was on a plane going to another show, and they didn't have any in-plane entertainment, so I closed my eyes and watched Infinity War in my head from start to finish. It is so weird, man. I will never do this again. I will never do that again because it is very tiring. But I wouldn't trade that experience for anything because it definitely changed my brain psychologically in some way. I don't know how, but it's done something to me.
So, did that trigger you doing review shows?
Nah. I just I ain't mess with it.
Okay, because I would thought that was like you watching it so many times that I can just watch anything now and do reaction videos.
Nah, I was doing reaction videos before then.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just so weird, man, that even in the new movie, the Endgame movie, they used some of the music from the first movie, and nobody noticed it but me. And I was just like, yo, they used this same exact music. This swelling of music right here is really when Black Widow died in the first movie. They're using the same music. It's a callback. They done a really good job with that movie, by the way, with the callbacks to the first movie with the music and the sound effects and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm the only person on the planet, other than the people who made the movie, that noticed that kind of stuff. So it's weird.
Now, that's dope. That's dope. So I believe you won't be getting any opening acts for Drake anytime soon because of the BBL stuff, huh?
You know, I actually heard through the grapevine that he watched it and he chuckled. So maybe he's not taking it as seriously as people are thinking he is. But with the BBL Drizzy doctor thing, I don't know if everybody's familiar with that, but it's basically Kendrick Lamar and Drake had a beef, and then Metro Boomin was a part of it too. Metro Boomin put out a free beat and said, anybody who raps over this and this is Drake, they'll get a free beat and $10,000. By the way,
you waiting for it?
What's going on with that contest, Metro Boomin? Hey, I don't care about the 10 grand, but give me that free beat so I can make an album real quick. Anyway. So I hopped on it. I almost didn't hop on it, actually. I was just going to whatever. But somebody in my Discord was like, hey, look, you should hop on this. And I was like, if I hop on it, it's got to be funny. Because I don't take myself too seriously. I like to make things funny and lighthearted and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hop on it, but I'm gonna rap as his doctor. And they was like, oh yeah, do that. So I wrote it in like 20 minutes, made the video in another 20 minutes, threw it up on Twitter and TikTok, just, throw my hat in the ring. And it went freaking through the roof. It went viral. So Metro Boomin retweeted it twice. I got people in my DMs asking for interviews and stuff. And I was doing a bunch of interviews, and just it was cool. It was really cool. Real cool moment. Mm-hmm. But now when I go out, I'm known as 4 different people. It's really sick. It's like they'll recognize me as Nemraps. Mm-hmm. They'll recognize me as Nerdout. They'll recognize me as the Infinity Watcher. And then now I'm BBL Drizzy Doctor. I'm the plastic surgeon rapper. So it's cool. It's cool. Like Megaran said, I'm just reinventing myself. It's all good. I'll take it though. I'll take it.
So I lost my train of thought completely. God, what was I supposed to say? Okay, yeah. So writing all these songs, being this character, that character. Well, you say you took 20 minutes to write as a doctor, but if you want to write as the guy from an Elden Ring, like, how much time you put in that? Like, how do you pull for that information?
Okay, so what I try to do is I try to make sure that I like what I'm writing about first. So I go watch the show. I'll go play the game. I'll get into the character and try to write from that perspective by actually knowing the subject matter. You got some people out here that'll just read a Wikipedia page and keep it moving. I'm not one of those. So I go and get into the source material and try to write from that perspective. Lately, I have not been very like, hey, I'm Master Chief and I'm going to do this. I've been more cerebral. I've been more like coming from the perspective of Master Chief, you know, like he's rapping the song instead of rapping about him in the song. You see, I don't know if that's coming across clear or not.
It makes sense.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I like to do first. I have a couple of Elden Ring songs because I'm a big Elden Ring fan. I think it's one of the greatest games ever made. So I have one Elden Ring song. I think it has like 800,000 views or something like that. But I actually wrote it about Elden Ring, but it's also a Christian song too because I'm coming from the perspective of David and Goliath. I'm rapping. I'm kind of rapping as the Elden Ring character, but I'm also kind of rapping as David.
Okay.
So it's so much stuff that you can do with this genre of music, and you can be as creative as you want to, and people are still hitting me up years later saying, "Hey, you said this in this song, and this was blah blah blah," and they're finding clues, and it's very satisfying.
Performance songs like that. How is that? I mean, how is that performing the songs? Because you got switch characters. I mean, of course you switch characters in the songs, but performing it wise, you have to change up how you deliver it.
Well, bottom line is every song is me. You know, I'm not changing my voice or like I'm not cosplaying as a character and then rap. It's me. It's basically me rapping as something for something. So when I'm performing it, I don't. Now, when I perform, I do something a little different.
Okay.
Now, when I perform, I do something a little different. When I perform with Nerdout, I like to do costume changes. And I'm not talking about cosplay. I just like to do wardrobe changes. I like to go off stage, change my clothes, come back on. Because it's a different song, it's a different feel. That's just the way I like to do things.
You the Beyonce, okay.
Yeah, I'm the Madonna, I'm the Beyonce. So I do costume changes while I'm performing, when I'm performing with a group, if I have time to do that. But no, to answer your question, I don't like change up my persona or anything like that. I'm still rapping my songs, but it's just about a different type. It's just about different content.
Okay, that's cool. So going back to the festival, how did y'all birth that exactly? Like besides like what made y'all pick that location and stuff like that?
Okay, so I want to say 2019 was the first time that we ever got together and did an actual show. They did do a get together for 2018, which was basically just nerdcore artists coming together and hanging out. But then 2019, we did a show for 100 people, and that was in Nashville. It's just a centralized location for everybody, and it worked out. We wanted to grow it even bigger the following year, but COVID happened, so we skipped 2020 and 2021. And then in 2022, we sold out a place in Chicago. And then in 2023, we sold out a place here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I say here, but it's North Carolina. We sold out that place. And in 2024, we went to the same place in Raleigh just because of logistics and sold that place out too. But next year, we plan to go to Dallas. We have a lot of fans in Dallas, a lot of fans in Texas area. So we figured we go to where the people are. And that's where we're going to go. I say we, but I'm not really like putting it on. I'm not a part of it. I'm just one of the artists. The people who are actually putting it on is JT Music and Rocket Music, both huge names in the nerdcore space. Right now, they're focusing on horror video games. Actually, they're both of those groups are making their own horror video games.
Okay.
And they look amazing. They look astronomical. It might be the next Five Nights at Freddy's. I hope they are because they look great.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's how it started. Just nerdcore people getting together, and then the following year we was like, hey, let's just make a concert. Let's do a concert, and that's what we did.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of my segment. Going to my last segment. It's called Digging the Crates. You know, we're gonna go back through this interview, dig through stuff like you would dig through, the old Nas and cannabis stuff, vinyls, and also go into comic books, getting that Infinity War collection and stuff like that. Couple of questions, dig through. First, you say you're a Marvel guy. What's your favorite character?
Well, Thanos. Thanos is my favorite character.
I figure as much when you were saying you was meeting people. I was like, did she beat Thanos? So
yeah, I met Groot. I actually held the Infinity Gauntlet that they used in the movie, and that thing is humongous, bro. It's so big. It's humongous.
So he actually, so it was life size to Thanos, but he had put in his little arm.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I remember in like seeing behind the scenes stuff, Josh was just regular size, but he had on top of him like a big Thanos head that people was looking at as they was acting with him. But the gauntlet was real. It was big.
No, okay. What would be your dream collaborations besides Metro Boomin? What would be your dream collab?
Before this last album, Eminem.
I haven't heard it.
Oh, don't even waste your time.
Is it as bad as Recovery?
No, it's not bad as Recovery. No.
Oh, okay.
It's second. It's almost there.
Dang.
It was. I only listened to it twice. I usually listen to an Eminem album 4, 5, 6, 7 times. The last Eminem album I listened to that many times, and I still listen to, is Kamikaze. Perfect album all the way through. Great collaborations, amazing wordplay, beats is there, amazing. But this one, I don't know what he was doing with this one.
Oh man!
So before this last album, it was Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was still alive, DMX, recipes DMX, that'd be my dream collaboration.
Okay.
I don't really have anybody that I would dream to collaborate with now. Like I don't dream to collaborate with Metro Boomin. Like I'll just take the beat.
Yeah, I understand.
Just give me the beat, so I can say, "Hey guys, this is a Metro Boomin beat," But nah.
Yeah, I think he's. I don't know. I think he just going with the hype. He dropped a comic book. Recently.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I don't know how much he's into the culture he really is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just going off that Spider-Man hype and seeing how much he can get from it.
Right. Well, I don't know. I can't call it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know too much about it either. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
It seems very coincidental. It seems very like, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Let's get this book out. Also, YouTube wise. I didn't talk about it, but you're starting like your personal channel was is different from you do a variety of things. So besides the music, what popped it off on your channel besides the music? 'Cause you do other things.
What really made my channel like pop was just me starting to do reactions to funny videos. I want to say that was like 2016, 2015, something like that. I just started doing reactions to funny videos, and the fans just love it. They like watching funny videos, and they like watching it with somebody watching it. So I was like, I'll just give you what you want then. I'm gonna watch these videos anyway, so I might as well record myself watching them and getting it out to you. So a lot of people have described it as watching a video with a friend next to you. So I was like, okay, it's like, okay, so I'm watching the video. I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to you. They just feel like, they're not watching videos alone. They can actually laugh with somebody, So that's kind of how I look at it. And that's why I continue to do it today. And plus it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to do.
I know right now, balloon pop videos are real popular.
I find myself watching those like late night. I'll be scrolling through TikTok and I'll just scroll through those and be like an hour later, like, why am I watching this? I'm a married man with kids. I don't got nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
but it's just entertaining though.
I never cared for them. I see them. I see the little clips, little reels or TikToks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But what gets me stuck is people who's watching and reacting to them. I'm sitting there, dang, I just sat there an hour watching this whole video. Because I wouldn't just go to YouTube and just watch, they're long. They're like really, really long.
Oh yeah.
But I don't sit watching somebody else react to it, be like, oh man, I can't believe you said that.
Well, it just gives you a different perspective because you're looking at these videos and you're thinking a certain way, but if you see somebody reacting to it, they might think something totally different, and they might give you an insight that you never even thought of before. So that's why reaction videos. I feel like reaction videos are important. It gives you just a different perspective.
Yeah, I watched one recently that will make me really remember what you're talking about right now. He reacted to his own balloon pop episode, and he was like, he was giving commentary. Am I going through my head? This is what's going on, and I really wanted this girl. And I was like, you know what? I never look up these people, but some of them are regular people, some of them are content creators. So like, it's funny. So I wonder how many more popped up because I didn't care before. I mean, I see what Bobby Smurda going up there or Bootsy or whatever, and never care. What got me watching them was that boy, No Neck Jake. You seen his?
I haven't seen his yet, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so so him just being funny just got me like, let me see what this is really talking about, and it got me like, okay, these are hilarious because you see how shallow people is, or you see how people really up there just to get their YouTube handle out or Instagram handle out. I'm like, man, this is like pure comedy, like no rhyme or reason. I don't watch so many in the last 2-3 weeks. Now I'm starting to see the same people on the same videos.
Oh, true. It's the same thing with when they sit down and have to press that button. It's like a speed dating thing, and they have to press the button. It's kind of the same thing with that. They kind of use the same people for those too.
Yes, I mean, I don't know. I guess content to content. I guess. Yeah. But that's dope, man. Great interview. What's a couple of songs or videos people can check out from you to look up?
I would love for people to go and check out my Cyberpunk 2077 song, King of Dogtown. All you had to do is just type in King of Dogtown. That's the only thing that's going to pop up on YouTube, Google, wherever. And check that out. I would also like you guys to go check out Chop It Up. That is my Chainsaw Man song, and I've been performing that for the last 2 years, and I'm really liking that. I did a music video for it, so go check that out as well. Chop It Up, Chainsaw Man song, and Kings of Dogtown, Cyberpunk 2077 song.
Okay. And what can they follow you at?
You can follow me personally on anything. Just type in @Nemraps, Nemraps. I'm on everything, just Nemraps. My music channel, Nerdout Music. Anything. Everything is Nerdout Music. Instagram, YouTube, all that. TikTok, all that.
Yeah, cool.
We keep it simple.
All right. It's been fun, man. Great information. Great finally, meet you and find out more about you and whatnot. I hope everybody else you got some new fans on the show.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Thank you very much.
No problem. See you.
All right.